So the Glock 30S as a model is about 8 years old or so now, give or take, depending on when you started your timer. And it's really kind of an oddball Glock. It's a hybrid in many ways. It's essentially a Gen 3 handgun. It is 45 ACP, and it has that large, wide frame of the wider Glocks, the big bore Glocks, but it has a much slimmer slide. That's what the S in 30S stands for, slim. It also has the SF frame, which is the short frame, which means it's not as tall. So it's short and it's fat. It's basically the ultimate Glock. It might even be the glockiest Glock that Glock has ever made. And this gun is still not only relevant, but exceptional. Hey guys, welcome back to the range. I'm enjoying a little bit of a mini false spring this last couple of days. I got the Camaro out of the garage yesterday. That was huge fun. Today, I'm spending a little bit of time at the range. I want to start out with a little bit of a sort of a pre-segue. I've gotten some comments on recent videos where I've worn this hat that everybody likes the hat. So hey, thanks. I like the hat too. Yeah, I've been a Zeppelin fan as long as I can remember, all my life. And back in the day, way back in the day, when I used to pretend that I was a photographer, I actually took this picture right here. And it actually was in a magazine. So I figured it's only appropriate then that today's range trip be all about the hammer of the gods, and that is the Glock 30S. Glock 30S is a double stack, 45 ACP, compact. They might even try to call it a subcompact. And it is a handful of awesomeness. Those targets are 15 yards away, by the way, which makes them a little bit more of a challenge than it might look like through the magic of YouTube. I say that so that when I miss, you guys won't think so poorly of me. The best excuses are pre-excuses. Oh, we got her almost locked out of reach. Ah. Ha! You can't hide from me. Did I mention this is an accurate little gun and very easy to shoot well? The double stack magazines that come with this pistol and that you would buy specifically for this pistol are 10 round, and as I mentioned, double stack. Of course, it is a Glock, and Glock kind of invented the concept of magazine intercompatibility, and so if you have a Glock 21 or a Glock 41, you can use those magazines too. All right, so let's see if I can clean up this other plate. I do have aftermarket sights on this gun. I have Ameriglows, which I really love. Oh, I think, did I just get a twofer? I think I got two positions on the paddle with one shot. And that, my friends, is 45 ACP. I'm not going to give you a bunch of stats, but it has a 3 3 3/4 inch approximately barrel, and it stands just under 5 inches tall with the 9-round magazine, probably right at 5 inches tall with the magazine you see in it, which are the ones that I typically use. These are the 10-round magazines. They have a slightly extended base plate. So, as I just said, 10 rounds is the capacity in this form factor, but you can use the larger magazines for the Glock 21, the Glock 41, etc. So a lot of times when I'm showing a large bore small handgun, like the G30S, I get a lot of questions about the recoil. So I thought this would be a good way to graphically show you typical recoil that I experienced that day. You can see all the way up here, this is the typical highest part and the lowest. Looks like about 2 inches up and 2 inches back, roughly. Of course, me showing you on a graph what the recoil impulse looks like on a handgun is honestly never going to be scientific unless we set up a machine to do it. But with a human being doing it, because my grip is going to be different than your grip, my stance is going to be different than your stance, all that stuff. But one of the things we can do to help qualify or quantify and give that a little bit of meaning is we can measure the ammo, because obviously if I take some really powder puff loads and show you that the recoil isn't too bad, and you go get a box of Gold Dot, you're going to go, what the hell was he talking about? This thing kicks like a mule. So let's chrono the ammo. Remington UMC 230 grain ball. This is stuff I shoot a lot. I've shot it a lot over the years. It's an ammo that I really like, especially in 45 ACP ball ammo. It's just one of my favorite range rounds of all time. So it's an ammo that I know well, trust well, and I know I shoot it well and all that. So I'm going to chrono that for maybe a proper baseline as a factory load for a general good range load. Now, it's still not going to be as hot, I wouldn't expect, as, Gold Dot, Hornady, SIG Elite Performance, any of those kinds of things. But it's going to give us a better idea. Okay, hopefully I got 10 good readings there. I can't really tell from back here, but it looks like we're in the mid 700 range-ish. This gun is lightweight, it is tough, it is accurate, very, very accurate, and it is concealable. Okay, so why the Glock 30S? Why not? Why not the Glock 30S? This is, without a doubt, one of my favorite handguns. And go look at all the rest of my videos that I've ever done. Go ahead, I'll wait. I'm not gonna say I've never. I rarely use that phrase. I don't throw that out, like some buzz phrase. I only say it if I really mean it. And this gun really is one of my very favorites. And it'll sometimes go a long time without shooting, which is why I have gotten it out today. Because I said, man, I have got to get that thing out and shoot it again. Plus, I think I've had some people talking about it, and that really got me interested in it again, too. But this is a carry gun. This is a gun that is in my rotation for concealed carry. So it's a fat little gun to carry concealed, but in cooler weather times of the year, when you have a little bit more, normal outer garment, it really does make it a lot easier, because then you can carry outside the waistband, which is always a good option. I have still carried it inside the waistband. I have a holster. I have a nice Stealth Gear holster for it to carry inside the waistband, and I have done that a lot. Not to play to people's, fanboyism or anything, but it is a Glock. And so it is reliable, and it is durable, dependable, and simple, you know. It is all those things that a Glock are, and that makes it fairly blah and non-exciting. But not every gun is about being exciting and bringing it out at the barbecue and saying, hey, look what I got. Some guns you just need to rely on, and that is what the Glock 30S is all about. It is definitely the hammer of the gods. I did upgrade the sights though, I told you that. It's got a nice set of Ameriglow sights on it. I'm just curious, have you ever heard anybody say, I'm upgrading to Glock sights? Me either. So I got the Ameriglow sights, and of course I have a Talon rubberized grip on it, because that is how I roll. And that makes this gun just an amazing shooter. I shoot it well. It doesn't mean I'm a good shot, but it means I shoot this gun well. So it is conducive to my style of shooting. Some guns you shoot really well, and some guns you don't shoot as well. I kind of harp on that all the time, but it's so true. It's certainly true for me, and it's true for every shooter I know. There are some guns that you just pick up, and for whatever reason, you shoot them particularly well. And this doesn't mean I shoot every Glock well. I have a lot of Glocks, a bunch of them, and I don't shoot them all well. But this one is just like an extension of my hand. I love it. Glock 30S, it rocks. I have carried this gun a lot, and I still occasionally do. So it is definitely a concealed carry eligible handgun, no doubt about it. I've shot matches with it, GSSF matches and IDPA matches, and it is excellent for that. So if you love the Glock 21 or the Glock 41, and you wish you could carry it as a concealed carry handgun, well, you can. It's just called the Glock 30S. That's why this gun.